I think that 99% of all Bitcoin traders are about to get fooled over here. And honestly, if we're looking at all the data, this Bitcoin bull market is likely still not over yet here. So on today's update video, I'm going to be diving in towards the most important imminent short-term consolidation phases, the bigger perspective. What are we right now seeing on Bitcoin on the daily time frame? What are the important levels to look at? The consolidation phases, the heat maps, etc., and much more will be getting discussed here. So a lot to discuss on today's update video. I will give a big update on my current ongoing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and hyper-liquid trade here. Guys, I am making a massive profit. It's doing very great. I'm gonna give you guys all an update on today's update video. So don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. Will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards today's update video. So once again, first of all, it is weekend. And for the ones that don't know it, over the course of the weekend, Bitcoin, of course, is once again creating another CME gap. And yeah, historically, Bitcoin tends to be just hovering around this price. Then if we're going to be looking at a little bit of a bigger perspective on Bitcoin, we're basically looking at somewhat of an upward sloping parallel channel towards the upside. Bitcoin is still consolidating in this pattern, and really the moment where we're going to be breaking outside of this consolidation phase is where we're going to be seeing that next major move getting created on Bitcoin. Whether we're going to be breaking either below the support line or either above the resistance is where we are expecting the major next move is going to be happening. But since we're trading in a weekend right now, not all too much volatility is expected. I mean, still Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame, you can see it clearly, is trading in this bigger consolidation phase. Here on the 12-hourly time frame, you can see we're still creating a major downward sloping trend line here on the top side. And basically, Bitcoin is just still in this consolidation phase. And really, if we're going to be looking at this 4-hourly time frame, the biggest levels where I'm currently looking at is this downward sloping trend line right here, and also this downward sloping trend line right here. So most important levels I'm going to be very closely watching on Bitcoin right now here. Also, if I'm looking at where we're currently standing in the cycle, historically, a Bitcoin bull market lasts for 3 years. So this is still what I will be expecting. And yeah, if this is any indication, we still likely have more time and some more steam in this bull market left here. And that would mean that still, according to this data, till the end of 2025, somewhat of November, we could still do quite well here in this period of the market. So still excited for that here. Then quickly going over the news before diving back in towards the charts, Fidelity is going to be launching a digital dollar on the blockchain using treasury bills here. Honestly, once again, super exciting and very great development. Then also Trump is expecting that we're going to be fairly soon have a ceasefire in the Russia-Ukraine war. And also Trump, his administration, has stated that they are going to be looking aggressively to find ways to buy more Bitcoin. And honestly, this is just something super bullish and no one seems to really care about it. But of course, as soon as they're going to be finding a way on how to accumulate a lot of Bitcoin, this is of course a huge thing. And then also Michael Saylor came up with a new plan to raise even more than $700 million to buy even more Bitcoin. And we do know this guy, he is not planning to stop anytime soon here. Then also Trump yesterday once again confirmed that it won. And then of course Trump once again yesterday said that the US will become the Bitcoin superpower and crypto capital of the world. Of course, we already knew this, but you have to understand how big of a thing this is here. In the coming years, I do expect we're going to get major development in the United States of America with cryptocurrency. So I really do think Bitcoin sitting at 84,000 US dollars is still fairly a very interesting zone in my opinion, especially also for the altcoin market. And really, if we're looking back at a lot of these consolidation phases, we tend to see such kind of a structure where we first see consolidation, a breakdown with manipulation, and then you see the major pump towards the upside. So this is really exactly what I'm looking at. And for me, really, if Bitcoin breaks back above 91,000 US dollars, it's going to be breaking back in towards that top side of the region. And that ultimately would confirm that likely next move towards the upside for me here. So that is clearly what I'm looking at right now. Also on the weekly time frame, I'm closely monitoring the upward sloping support line for the weekly time frame on Bitcoin. If we, however, break below this level, I do think we're going to be quite screwed here on Bitcoin. But yeah, as long as we're going to be holding up towards it, it is going to be quite great here. Then, of course, liquidation heat map, majority of the liquidity still laying above us, and especially around 100,000 US dollars for Bitcoin. Yesterday as well, another great day on the spot Bitcoin ETF with BlackRock buying over $100 million once again here. And in total, we saw over $80 million worth of inflows. necking the 6th consecutive day of inflow on the spot Bitcoin ETF here. And then quickly giving a small little update on my trading history, because yeah, my trade, especially on Hyperliquid, has been doing extraordinary right now, making me over $13,000 in profit. And my longer term Bitcoin strategy, and lower here you can't see it because my face is in front of it, but if I remove my face you can see it, my Ethereum longer term strategy is also in about $1,600 of profit. Guys, the longer term strats are doing their thing here. For the ones that don't know what I'm doing, I'm basically running longer term strats here on Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of these assets. Here on Bitcoin you can see it if I do it on the daily time frame. Basically what this does here, I'm accumulating once the price is going towards the green area, and I'm selling whenever the price is going to the red area. So this is a very great strategy I'm currently having, accumulating along the way down and selling of course along the way up here. So guys, you can copy my exact same strategy or potentially set up your own strategy. But if you want to copy any of my strategies, my Bitcoin or Ethereum long-term bot here, go to the highest link description of today's video where you can sign up an account to Pionex here to copy exactly my trading activity. It's a very great one, and honestly I would highly recommend for you guys to check it out here. And of course, if you sign up an account, use the highest link below, guys, you will get a free $1,000. So yeah, make sure to check it out here if you want to be copying any of my trades here. But it is so far actually doing very great in the market right now here, so super excited for that here. So going further in towards the video, I do quickly want to be pointing out here that currently we are starting to see the breakout on the M2 money supply here, which is ultimately a very great thing for the market. Then also, if I'm going to be looking at the active amounts of addresses in the market right now, we're really seeing a dip in terms of activity, in terms of interest. Everything is dipping right now here, but like you can see, it is at the lower side of the band here, which historically always provided a great accumulation zone here. Then at the same time, in the background, we're seeing these Bitfinex whales opening massive long positions again here, while the prices are significantly going lower. So what do they exactly know here? Do they know something we don't here? And then quickly giving some coverage about Ethereum. BlackRock also stated some new things about Ethereum, is saying that Ethereum ETFs are underperforming due to no staking allowed, but the SEC is likely to approve this anytime soon here with their pro-crypto stance. So Ethereum is really ready to pump anytime soon here, because we do know that of course, as soon as they are going to allow staking on the ETF here on Ethereum, guys, we're probably going to see way more inflows coming in towards it. I mean, so far it has been absolutely getting wrecked here. It's not already been performing so strongly, but of course, ultimately on the longer term, it could start to do quite well here. So really, I am looking forward towards this development. I think that Ethereum is quite a great buy right here. It is quite a rare opportunity we're having. I mean, it is outperforming Bitcoin on the most recent days here, and really, it is sitting also at that level, which is of my interest for sure. So I've been accumulating a lot of Ethereum recently. I mean, if I'm also looking at my trade, I am in a slight little trade over here, but also on different exchanges, Bybit, Blofin, on all these exchanges. I am also in a long position. If you want to be trading on those, you can also find a link description of today's video to claim some insane deposit bonuses. But anyways, I am really long on Ethereum right now here, and I do think we saw a very nice bounce outside of this region, a retest of it, and now we're bouncing a little bit higher. So ultimately, I do think Ethereum is in a very attractive zone here. So yeah, once again, guys, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did learn something from it, subscribe to the channel, smack up that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.